Hello class, how you guys doing? Today I'm here to discuss about you know what relates me to my career, which is occupational therapy. Growing up as a kid, I used to help my uncle a lot. Before I was born, it got into a car accident. Since that, I usually stayed home and help him out. I helped him out a lot by brushing his teeth, helping him to walk and maintain a life. I communicate with him a lot as well. Since I started doing that, I started catching and having a lot of experience. But it was hard for me because I used to be cussed by him a lot. And I'm gonna tell you how I know myself from this situation. I remember one day you know, I was trying to help him getting up. It did spit on my face. I was mad. I'm not gonna lie. I was mad because I think I was like 17. No, not 17. I was like 15 years old. So I was really, really mad. I was really upset. What I did, I just told him, hey, next time you do that, I'm not gonna be able to help you. I'm gonna leave you struggling by yourself. Because I don't like the fact that you just get mad and spit on my face. And I was not the one who made you upset. You just, you know, happened to do it. Like, what he did, it was not mentally ill, but he just told me, I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that to you anymore. I was really frustrated with myself. Since that, I noticed something from him and learning how to control myself. Because when you get in a situation like that, you have to know how to control yourself. You have to know how to handle this situation. Because if you get hyped, you just you're just going to be overreacted. And if you get overreacted, either you can hurt that person who cannot even help him or herself, or you're just gonna quit on that person. That's simple. So by doing that, I learned a lot of I learned a lot of things. I learned how to communicate when he lost his mental. Like let's say that, sometime, you know, you just go ahead and try to help him out you know, in order to help him walk or eat or shower by himself or even play with him, and he just lost his mind and tell something which is very meaningful to you. So you have to know how to control and how to control yourself and how to handle the situation. Um, when I came to the U.S., I was looking for a field related to what I've learned from my uncle, because I ended up loving it. You know what I'm saying? Growing up as a kid, growing up as a kid with your uncle disabled, you're the one who usually stayed home and help him out. you're gonna love it by doing it, because you used to do it since you were a little kid. Of course, it's gonna be it's gonna be a difficult. I mean, it's gonna be. I mean, it's not gonna. It's gonna be habit for you. You're gonna get used to it, so it's gonna be easy to do it. So when I came to the U.S., I just, you know, talked to people who have a knowledge of this field, and they told me occupational therapy is a field that you have to be more. I mean, you have to be creative because it's a profession that you know makes you to be. I mean, that makes you to be skilled because I mean, occupational therapy, showed you shows you how to improve yourself, showed you how to be skilled, and showed you how to, rehab, do certain things with, those people of all ages, because you are going to work with a lot of people, who have, a lot of people who are all ages, all different ages. You know what I'm saying? And those people have their own sickness, have their own mentally illness, have their own problems. So you have to know how to handle those people when it comes to you know when it comes to how to when it comes to rehab, when it comes to improve your skills, and when it comes to think out of the box in order to make the task and perform the task very easy. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you have to be more creative in order to come up with new ideas and, make it easier. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But by learning, having learning all these experiences from my uncle, it was such a great it was such a great thought. It was such a great thought to me. It was such a great, field to attain. Cause I think a lot when I was in that situation. Like when my uncle did spit on my face, cause he did it more than 4 times. The first time he did it, I got really upset. I told him, don't do it anymore, cause you'll be able to, maintain yourself by yourself, and I will not be able to be around you in order to help you out. Since he told me that he was sorry because he lost his mind, and I quickly noticed something by thinking. You know what I'm saying? I did communicate with him a lot, and by communicating with him, I learned a lot of experience. I learned how to control myself. I learned how to handle this situation, and I learned how to be patient. I learned how to be love, and I learned how to. I mean, since from those experience, I started having patience. Passion, and when I came to the U.S., I exactly knew what I need to do in order to be successful at whatever I'm choosing to study. So I went to South University, you know, but before I went to South University, I spoke to a lot of people who are very knowledgeable for OTA, which is occupational therapist assistant. They told me it's a field that requires a lot of it's a field that requires a lot of thinking, because you have to be creative, and you have to know how to rehab. You have to, study a lot of things, which is bone, you know, and you have to go to a hospital and having and seeing, learning how to trade. I mean, learning how to push a wheelchair. But growing up in my country, I did that because my uncle was in a wheelchair, and I used to push him. I mean, push the wheelchair with him, being, with him being seated on it. So I used to do all these. I get an idea of doing that. So that's what relates me to my career, which is occupational therapy, guys. So I'm so happy to talk to you about my goal relating to my career.